Hello, today we are going to understand a poem, Rain on the Roof, which is written by Coates Sweeney. Now, the poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover, the poet says that when the sky is full of these clouds which are moisture laden, are full of water and are about to bring rain, when such clouds hover around in the sky over all the starry spheres, which refers to the sky at night, which is full of stars, at that time huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky, and the sad darkness of the night is wiped off by the raindrops which seem like tears falling from the sky. The poet is comparing raindrops to tears, and he says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, it appears as if it is crying, and the raindrops are the tears shed by it. He adds that it is like a blessing to lie on the bed in his room, that is in a cottage chamber, and listen to the sounds made by the raindrops which are falling on the roof. Now, everything associated with nature, has a different effect on everybody. Like rainfall can be very romantic for somebody. It can be it can bring joy to somebody, and it can be a recollection of very sad memories for somebody. So here the poet becomes really nostalgic, and some sad memories also are recollected. And first of all, he says that there is nothing better to do while it's raining. One should lie down on the pillow and just experience the raindrops falling on the roof. So the poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the roof. He says that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in his heart. Wherever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart and his dreams. He has many different fanciful imaginations. He adds that this sound of the rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind. He recollects, as I told you, many memories of the past which come back into his mind as dreams. So he says that he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof. He has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past come back in the form of dreams. And the poet also introduces his mother here. He says that he is dreaming of his mother, as he had told in the previous stanza that rain brings memories of the past. So it is the memory of his mother who is no longer alive. As I told you, he is sad, and certain recollections are sad in his memories. So in the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him, and he listens to the song as he listens to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. The sound of the rain makes him correlate his past with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings back memories of the past, and he is reminded of his mother. Now there is a rhyme scheme of the poem which can be seen here. Certain poetic devices which are used, which are alliteration, and the example can be humid hover, starry spheres, press pillow, lie listening. Onomatopoeia is the use of the sound words to create a dramatic effect and auditory imagery. So there are a lot of there are some words which where onomatopoeia is used. For example, patter. Now personification is treating a non-living thing as a living thing. So the darkness has been personified here, which is sad. And the transferred epithet is the use of an adjective with a noun when it refers to another noun. For example, the darkness is melancholy. So the melancholy darkness is the transferred epithet here, because melancholy is an adjective and darkness is a noun here. Dreamy fancies, it does not mean that the fancies are dreamy, but refers to the people who have dreams. Stanza 3 again has alliteration, where M sound is repeating, then D, onomatopoeia in the form of patter. So this is the poem for you, basically talking about the recollections during the rain. Thank you.